All right, with this round 2 station, we have 2 to the negative 1, x to the negative third, y to the 7th, all over x to the 4th, y. And then that whole thing is being raised to the 3rd power, right? So PEMDAS, I'm going to do parentheses first, try and simplify everything that I can inside the parentheses in here, right? So, the first thing I want to try and do is make sure I don't have any negative exponents. So 2 to the negative 1, right? Remember, if it's a negative exponent, it's going to shift floors. So if it's in the numerator, it's going to move to the denominator. It's going to become 2 to the positive 1. So you don't have to write the positive 1. You can, but you don't need to. X to the negative 3, which is right there, right? Again, negative exponent, it's going to move to the other floor, right? It's going to move from numerator to denominator, so it's x to the 3rd. And then y to the 7th stays up top because it's not a negative exponent. And then I also, still in the denominator, I still have, x to the 4th times y, right? And now that's still in parentheses. It's just the 3rd part. But all I did was I just got rid of my negative exponents. Now I'm going to try and keep going in the parentheses and try and match up what I have if I have any of the same bases, which I do, right? So x to the 3rd times x to the 4th. Remember, we add exponents there. So that's going to become x to the 7th. So it's 2x to the 7th. And then if I remember with the y's, right, my division property of exponents, y to the 7th divided by y to the 1st, right, I subtract. So y to the 7 minus 1 is y to the 6th. And that's a positive 6, so that's going to be in the numerator. And so now, this looks a lot less intimidating. So it's basically this to the 3rd power. And there's nothing left that I can simplify inside. Well, it's not done, though. But there's nothing left to simplify inside. So now everything inside, I just distribute the 3 to all of these things, the 2, the x, and the y. And so my final answer would be y to the 6th to the 3rd, power raised to a power. Again, that means multiplying. So 6 times 3 is 18. So it's y to the 18th over 2 to the 3rd, right? 2 to the 1st times, 1 times 3 is 3. So 2 to the 3rd, which is 8. And then x to the 7th to the 3rd is x to the 7 times 3, which is 21. So x to the 21. And that is my final answer. So you have your example there. It's very similar at the bottom, and you guys can do that.